Oh, GB, that's tough, Ferguson, going on like that.
Oh, don't worry. We'll give her any excuse.
Since when did she need an excuse?
If she tries anything, she'll be sorry. I want that parole, ladies, and nothing is going to stand between it and me. Nothing.
She's so worried about Smith and her cronies. Get some protection.
Oh.
Lawson. I reckon she could handle herself with that lot.
She mightn't want to do it.
Then it's up to you to persuade her. And I would if I were you, Quinn.
Mrs. Powell?
What?
Mrs. Powell, look. Some awful kind of rash. It came up just after lunch. Look, it's here as well.
Well, I suppose you better see Neil Murray. Come on.
Came up all of a sudden, it did. Didn't half give me a scare. I don't know what it is. I've never had nothing like this before. Here, I hope it's not contagious.
So do I.
Don't half itch. Still, he'll know what to do about it, though, won't he? Thanks, Mrs. Powell.
How's Neil Murray getting on?
No problems that I'm aware of.
Not an easy job for a man.
No. I must admit I was a bit worried about it at first, especially when he was allowed to see the women alone.
Yeah, well, you don't have to be a man to be accused of interfering with the prisoners.
No, suppose not.
Came up all red just after lunch.
Is that right? And what did you eat?
Oh, well, the usual muck. Why, do you think it might be an allergy?
And not if you've been eating the usual muck all this time.
Oh, yeah. Well, it can't be that then, can it?
No.
Here, look, it's here and all. I'll take my things
Yeah,
off
I
and then
don't
you
think
can
that'll
have it.
really be necessary, Chrissie.
But I thought you wanted to give me a complete examination. It might be all over me.
Yeah, well, I doubt it. I think I can safely say what it is.
Oh, yeah?
Yes, a simple case of a good rub with a hairbrush. A lot of it around this time of year.
Pretty smart, aren't you? Not going to tell the screws, are you?
No, and you're not the first.
Been others, have there?
A couple.
Bleeding out.
Yeah, well, I think you can get back to work now, Chrissie.
What's wrong with me wanting a special consultation anyway?
Now, you're wasting your time.
Oh, I don't think so. You got really nice hands.
And my time, too.
Well, I'm really sorry about that, Mr. Murray. Maybe I could make it up to you.
Chrissie, thanks, but no thanks.
All right, then. If you ever change your mind, of course. I'm not going nowhere.
I'll let you know.
Ta-ra, Doc.
Where have you been?
I've been seeing the new doctor.
Oh, I might have known.
What's the matter with you?
Nothing he can't fix.
You don't need a doctor, you need a plumber.
Well, if there's nothing wrong with you, how come you got to see him?
I whipped up this quick rash with a hairbrush, didn't I? Full pow, not him, though. Real smart he is. He twigged right away.
And he didn't dob you in?
No. Funny that, isn't it?
Oh, come on, Chrissie. What are you on about?
Don't tell me you've been sampling his bedside manner.
No, not yet. But it won't be long. All the signs are there.
What signs?
Oh, subtle little things.
Like a hand up your dress?
Which is about the subtlest thing she's used to.
I wouldn't expect you lot to know what I was talking about. A decent screw would kill half of you.
Clumsy,
I don't want the others to hear. It's just between us.
What is?
I want to open up the book again.
No way.
Oh, no one else is doing
We
it.
are not putting money in Ferguson's pockets.
She's got nothing to do with it.
She'll find out somehow.
Not if I keep it
And
quiet.
how are you going to keep it quiet when all this lot will know about it?
Please, Beds, will you try?
All right, but it's your funeral. Hang on. If Ferguson gets wind of it, you drop it fast.
Oh,
Got it?
should be, no worries. Sure.
Here we go.
Thanks. Now, you were saying?
Well, it's a real worry. You won't believe some of the types that we have got applying for that job. We've got little old ladies who just want to hold everybody's hand, and holy rollers that want to bring religion into the lives of the poor. So, I mean, they haven't got a clue.
It's a difficult area for anyone to work in.
Yeah, well, you know that. I know that. We got to find someone out there that knows it.
Yeah, well, you will find someone, Judy. It's just going to take a little longer than you thought, that's all.
Yeah, it can't take too long. You know, I got girls from Barnhurst wanting to come here. Now, if I don't get help soon, it's all going to get out of control. I can't run the place myself.
Just wish there was something I could do to help you.
Well, you could pray. And if you hear of anything...
Yeah, well, I'll keep my eyes and ears open for you.
Hello?
Sorry, someone in the shop. Oh, sorry, mate. We're not open for a couple of weeks yet.
I don't want to buy anything. I want to talk to someone.
What about?
Is Judy Bryant here?
Yeah, I'm Judy.
Well, I've come from the CES about that job.
Oh, right. Well, come through. I'll be with you in a minute.
Thanks. Faye.
Hello? Another hopeful?
See what I mean?
Yeah, well, I'll leave you to it. Let me know how you get on.
Oh, well, thanks. What makes you think you're right for the job?
What makes you think I'm not?
I never said that.
You don't have to. It's written all over your face.
What's your name again?
Tony Berman.
All right, Tony, I'm going to level with you. I've interviewed a lot of people for this job, and so far, no one has been right for it. I'm getting fed up.
Oh, well, I can understand that.
Good. Okay, let's start again. Tell me about yourself.
I'm from Adelaide. I've been here a couple of months. Haven't been able to find a job as yet.
Yeah, well, a lot of people are looking for work. Why this job?
Well, it seemed like a good opportunity.
I'm looking for someone that can understand what I'm trying to do here. Not someone that's just...
this tense?
What?
Are you always this tense?
I just think we're wasting each other's time, that's all.
Well, are you going to hear me out, or have you made up your mind again?
Yeah, I'm a bit tense. Go on.
I spent 2 years getting a degree in social administration. Part of that time was spent working in boys' homes. I helped counsel. When I left uni, I did some part-time work for Lifeline and a migrant advisory service. That dried up. Lack of funds.
Well, what makes you want this particular job?
Because I'm interested and I think I can do it.
There are a lot of rough women here.
Oh, well, I didn't expect a finishing school for awkward girls.
Yeah, well, that it ain't, that's for sure.
Well, what do you think, yes or no?
You don't rush me, mate. All that university stuff throw me a bit. What course did you say you took?
Social administration.
Social administration, huh? Look, I think I should be fair and honest and tell you that I haven't got permission to hire anyone.
Well, what have we been doing here, then?
I know it's stupid. It's just I'm running this place all by myself, 24 hours a day. I need help. I thought if I could find the right person, I could convince the department to hire them.
Well, it's different.
G'day.
Oh, Maxine, this is Tony. He's applied for the job.
Yeah?
Well, I'll be hearing from you then.
Yeah, I'll ring you tomorrow. Thanks for coming.
See you around.
Yeah, good.
Maxie.
Bye. Hey, he's a spunk. You gonna give him the job?
Being a spunk isn't one of the qualifications, Maxine.
Would be if I was deciding. Oh, got something for you, Jude. Now close your eyes. Think of England. And here we go. Well, boys felt real bad about what happened the other night, so they all chipped in and I got you this down the market.
Oh, this is lovely. That was real nice of them. You thank him for me, huh?
Yeah, sure. Least they could do.
What do you want?
I want to apologise.
For what?
Well, you know, for making fun of you the other day.
Piss off, will you, Faye?
I'm apologising.
Look, I'm not going to thump you. Just leave me alone.
I felt pretty bad about it, you know. I want to make it up to you.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. And I think I know how we can patch things up. I'm going to do you a favour.
What sort of favour?
Well, I'm starting up a book and I'm going to take bets tonight and I want you to be my partner.
Why me?
I already told you.
Well, what's in it for me?
Straight down the middle.
Oh, pretty generous all of a sudden, aren't you? What have I got to do?
Well, Bea mightn't like it. Yeah, but she's got a chance for parole, so she's not going to worry us. It's the others. You can handle them, can't you?
Oh, maybe. What about the screws?
Oh, don't worry about it.
I am worrying about it. I'm not going back there.
Then you better come in with me.
Oh, you're not making any sense, Quinn.
Look, Ferguson's our silent partner. She's our insurance, and she wants you in on this. Now, she knows you don't like the pound, and she can get very ugly when she doesn't get her own way. So your best bet on staying out of the pound is to come in with me.
Oh, right. Some favour you're doing me.
With Ferguson on our side, it'll be sweet. No worries. And the girls will respect you, too.
So I just provide the muscle, eh?
Yeah, more or less.
Yeah, well, let's hope it's less.
Good. Let's get it rolling. Okay, ladies, I'm opening the betting shop. Yeah, taking bets now. Just credit for tonight if you like, because I caught you unawares. Come on, Nell, have a bet. And on the trots, I've got some form here somewhere if you want to have a look at that. Hey, Chrissie, you can have a bet. I've got a real beauty running for you tonight, Al Pacino.
Yeah?
Yeah, it's 10 to 1.
$2, eh?
Right, $2 on Al Pacino.
I don't know.
Yeah, come on.
Oh, it's in the cell, isn't
Money?
it? I'll go over and get it later.
It's all right, then.
Which way?
Right. What are you having here?
Which way on it?
This one down.
Okay, last bet's on now. I'm going to close.
All right, hold it right there. I thought we sorted this out when we had words about this before, Quinn. Well?
Leave her alone.
I'm speaking to Quinn. You shut up, Lawson, or you get a thick ear. Quinn?
I've got nothing to say.
Well, I'll say it for you then. And for the rest of you lot as well. As long as Ferguson wants to be on this, there will be no bookmaking in here. We are not putting money in her pockets.
Girls are entitled to a bet if they want.
That is not the point.
Well, Faye and me reckon as long as the girls want to bet and the books run honestly, there's nothing wrong.
Oh, Faye and me.
Yeah, we're partners.
You've come a long way in a short time, haven't you?
Well, the way I see it, having Ferguson's protection is a plus for us. So I can't see what you're getting all steamed up about. Just butt out.
Take your part,
Your parole, Bea. What about your parole?
Got all this figured out, haven't you, Quinn? Well, you will keep.
Good morning, Wentworth Detention Centre. Just a minute. Mrs. Morris, call for you.
Thanks. Meg Morris speaking.
Hi, it's Judy Bryant.
Judy! More problems?
No, quite the opposite. I think I found someone for the job.
Great. Who is it?
It was that chap you met in here yesterday.
Oh, I didn't think you were too impressed with him.
Yeah, well, I wasn't at first, but you got to get to know someone. Anyway, I was tense. Tense? Forget it. No, we sat down and we talked. Turned out he was just the sort of person I was looking for. Well, straight away, I rang him. He's coming over now.
Well, what about council approval?
I don't know about that yet. No, she's okay. She's bending over backwards to make up for what happened. Buying all this sort of stuff at the op shops and doing it up to sell in the shop.
Oh, she's a good-hearted kid. Well, it's up to council then.
Yeah, if as long as Maxine hasn't blown it for everybody. Anyway, I just wanted to let you know. You can get back to work now.
Okay, thanks, Judy. Keep in touch.
I will. You'll be the first to know any good news. Bye-bye.
Quinn, I've been looking for you. You seem to have forgotten something.
Oh, yeah.
Now, I don't want to have to come looking for you, Quinn. You better smarten yourself up if we're going to do business together.
I've been busy.
I think that's more appropriate, don't you?
Yes, Miss Ferguson.
All right. Any problems with Smith?
No. She doesn't like it, but she hasn't tried to stop us.
Good. And there's nothing to worry about, is there?
No. Paddy can handle her.
Right. Get going.
Could be a hormonal problem.
What?
Oh, it's not uncommon. I'll give you these.
Tom. Do you know what you've given me here?
Yes.
It's the pill.
It's prescribed for a lot of women with the same problem.
Well, there's only one problem I know it's used for, and I ain't got that at the moment.
Well, we learn something every day, don't we?
Yeah. Ta.
Oh, let me know how you get on.
Oh, I will.
Girls, how about a flutter at Moonee Valley today? Anything take a fancy?
Lawson.
You want something?
Yes, a word with you in private.
Ah, have anywhere in mind?
Outside will do.
All right. Be right back, girls. Give you a chance to study the fall. I thought we settled all this yesterday afternoon.
Look, you're new here, so I've been patient with you. You come in here, make a big splash. Some people are impressed. I'm not. I've seen your type come and go. The moment you think you've got everything sewn up, you've got me over a barrel. But like I said, you'll learn the hard way.
Well, what's to you? You might be getting out of here in 3 months.
Well, and I might not. Either way, I am not taking a back seat to a clown like you.
Yeah, well, I don't see you backing up any of this talk with action.
You keep pushing me, you'll get plenty of action, parole or no parole.
Hey, Ben! Ben, look what he gave me.
You on about?
The new doctor, who else? Here is the pill.
The pill? What for?
Well, what do you reckon? He can't make it any more obvious than that, can he? Here, come and see their faces when I show them. Hey, girls, look what the new doctor gave me.
3 months.
You're going to like Mrs. Morris. She's been a great help. And old Davo's not too bad if you like that sort of thing. What are you doing?
Putting these things back. Look at that. Sell themselves.
I already told you we need a license to sell this stuff.
I know.
Well, we don't have a license, so what's the point?
Well, I just thought they'd look nice sitting up here. Make the place look a bit better, like we was ready and waiting, you know? Nothing wrong with that, is there?
And what are the people gonna think?
Oh. Well, if anyone comes in, I'll tell them to come back later when we're open.
Well, there's no harm in that, Judy.
You reckon?
Sure. You got so much stuff sitting around in boxes. Certainly brightens the place up a bit.
Yeah, like Cutie says. And don't worry, I won't sell a thing.
All right. Listen, we gotta go and see Mrs. Davidson. You be all right here on your own?
Yeah, no worries. I'll look after the place, Jude.
Good.
Okay, cutie. Freeze your heels.
See ya.
Bye.
Bye.
Looking for someone?
Oh, we were just passing and we noticed you were setting up shop.
Ah, well, come right in.
Well, we might just take a look, if you don't mind.
No, be my guest.
Excuse me, how much is this?
$20.
It is new, isn't it?
Yeah.
That one you priced in town last week was $41.50. You sure that's right? $20.
Make it 30 if you'll feel better.
Oh, no, thank you. I'll take it, thank you. This cutlery set looks nice, Ivy.
Yes. Now, that'd be perfect for young Sarah's engagement.
Oh, yes, but they cost a fortune.
Well, you might as well ask the sales girl.
Excuse me, what price would this be?
45.
45.
Going once. Going
Snap it
twice.
up, Betty.
Oh, we're supposed to be here picking out items for the fete.
Oh, I know, but I'm not going to pass up a chance like this. The prices are amazing.
Listen, ladies, what sort of stuff are you after?
Oh, we're just saying we're really on the lookout for the local church fete.
Well, what about these stuffed toys? They'd be the go, wouldn't they?
Oh, yes. But if we take advantage of your fabulous prices, we're not going to have any money left for the fete.
I tell you what I'll do. For everything you buy, Mad Maxine will throw in a stuffed toy free.
Oh, thank you. Thank you very much.
No worries. Take your time.
What a lovely girl. You know, I wasn't too sure just what we'd walked into at first.
No.
Excuse me, dear. What organisation is this? St Vincent de Paul, Salvation Army?
No. It's a halfway house for ex-crims. I live here. We make a living from this shop. People have been donating loads of stuff. It's a good cause.
I suppose it is.
Yeah, well, we've got to have somewhere to go. Listen, do you want all this stuff or not?
Oh, yes, please.
Right. There you go.
Thank you.
Well, you're certainly both going to have your work cut out for you.
Yeah, at least I have help now, huh?
Oh, I meant to congratulate you on your handling of the board with Tony's appointment.
Yeah, I understand they're not always so approachable.
Well, let's just say you have to learn how to go about it.
I see. Judy must have it mastered.
When the women walk out of the gates here, Tony, they're going back into a world they haven't seen for some months, sometimes years. That's where you will come in.
Yeah. I think it's important that the women get every chance to prove they can make it. And they shouldn't be ashamed of asking for help.
Yeah, well, I don't think our success rate's going to be that high. I mean, adjustment's not easy. That's why so many women end up back in here.
Yeah, that's because places like yours haven't been available to them.
Well, I don't want to dampen your enthusiasm this early in the piece, but don't be too disappointed by the failures.
Well, good luck. I admire your courage in taking on the project, Tony.
Thanks, Mrs. Davidson.
Yeah, we'd better go. I just wanted you to meet Tony. I mean, you will be working with him after all.
Nice to meet you.
Thank you for coming in.
Oh, by the way,
Goodbye.
Mrs. Davidson,
Bye.
is it true that Bea is getting out on parole?
Yes, if she behaves herself, it will be reviewed in 3 months' time.
That's great. Well, could I see her? I mean, she might not have a place to stay.
Yes, of course, I'll arrange it for you. Thanks.
Morning, ladies.
Morning. Morning.
Tony Berman. Who's he?
He works for Bryant at the house.
Things are looking up.
Yeah, perhaps now Meg and some of the others won't feel the need to drop in all the time. Here, it's got to be fixed. I hear you've been looking into Lizzie's parole.
Yeah. Have you heard what the latest is?
Apparently she's going before the board within a couple of days.
Good.
Seems your efforts have paid off.
Oh, Mr. Fawkner. This is Tony Berman. He's going to be working at the house with me.
G'day.
Steve. Hope you know what you're letting yourself in for.
Oh, don't scare him off. Took me all my time to talk the department into hiring him.
Everybody keeps telling me the women are going to be a handful.
Well, we might be sending you one house guest who won't be too much trouble.
Lizzie?
Yeah, she's up before the board this week.
That's great.
I'll let you know what happens.
Great.
Good luck.
Thanks.
Hey, listen, would you mind going back to the house? I got a couple of things I want to do.
Sure.
Just I don't think Maxine should be on her own for too long.
Why? There's nothing there worth stealing.
A minute of your time, Lawson.
Yeah?
Yes, Miss Ferguson.
Yes, Miss Ferguson.
I'm not entirely happy with your work.
Yeah, well, let me get on with it.
I'm talking about the book. You've collected a pittance so far. And I had such high hopes for your sense of, shall we say, self-improvement.
If the girls don't want a bit, I can't make them.
Oh, you could make them interested if you tried. And you will try, won't you?
Look, I'm not getting anything out of this. It's more bloody trouble than it's worth.
Because I could always get another runner if you were in solitary. Gambling's an illegal activity in prison. Very difficult to get away with. So I would suggest that if you want to enjoy your privilege, you take full advantage of our friendship. Solitary's a very nasty place, Lawson. Ah, Quinn. We were just discussing our business arrangements. Now that I've got you both here, there's just one thing I want you to do.
What's that?
Make sure that Smith knows what's going on.
She knows already. She's not stupid.
And make sure she doesn't forget. So you remind her. And keep on reminding her.
Ferguson's really got it in for B.
Yeah, there's going to be a showdown between those two before B's parole comes up, that's for sure.
Yeah. And when it happens, I'm going to be right in there alongside B. I'm going to kick that mongrel's head in.
We ought to tell B. Listen, B, about this business of running the book for the
How many times do I have to tell you that you're a mug to get mixed up with her and a bloody fool if you think you can put one over on me?
Yeah, I know. I don't want to work for her against you, but I've got no choice. I mean, you've been real good to me, but you'll be gone soon.
Yeah, I'll believe that when I'm on the outside.
Oh, you'll make it. Well, we're still going to be stuck inside with her.
She's never going to let me go.
You'd think she'd be doing her best to get rid of you. Why she want to make it so hard?
Because she's a sadistic bitch and she'd rather break me first. Don't ever underestimate that one. Not ever.
Smith, you've got a visitor.
Oh, OK, Mrs. Powell. Who is it?
Judy Bryant. Miss Ferguson will take you through.
Ta. Hi.
No physical contact, Smith.
Well, what's up? Run out of stuffed toys already?
No, just that I heard you might be coming up for parole.
Oh, yeah, that's what they tell me.
Any plans?
You're recruiting for the halfway house, huh?
Not exactly. I was hoping maybe you'd come and help me run it.
What?
Well, you got all the qualifications I have.
Oh, except the patience.
No, it's different when you get outside. Anyway, you had plenty of patience in here helping all the girls to stay out of trouble.
Not much success, though.
Now, you stop that, B. There was nothing you could have done about Donna's death.
No, Jude, I'd think about it.
Okay. You look after yourself, huh? Yeah. I'll keep in touch, right?
Thanks, Jude.
Yeah. Bye-bye.
Bye.
I wouldn't lose any sleep over it, Smith. Like I said, 3 months is a long, long time.
Hey, what's happened to all of the toys?
Oh, they're still on the shelf where I left them.
No, it looks like a few have taken a walk.
Oh, yeah, I just remembered. A couple of old ducks came in.
Oh, no.
I only sold a couple.
Maxie, we haven't got council approval to operate as a shop yet.
Ah, bugger the council. Look at this.
Don't tell me you ripped them off this much for half a dozen stuffed animals.
Yeah, well, I found me calling, didn't I? Sales girl.
Where'd this come from?
Dunno. Jude's been getting stuff from all over the place.
Ah, it looks new.
The ladies were real rapt. They're going to tell their mates we'll have them camping outside.
Yeah, well, just don't do any more trade until it's official or we'll have the council inspectors camped outside.
Yeah, okay.
Hi.
Where on earth have you been?
Well, even we get the odd day off.
Oh, what about George's alibi? Did you find out anything?
It seems to hold up.
What?
I drove up to that little town near his property, had a chat to the publican. It seems Logan was in town that night.
Well, he probably drove down to the factory after the hotel closed. Well, that'd be easy enough.
He was drunk. The local cop had to drive him home.
How bloody clever. He must have paid somebody to light that fire while he was sitting back there talking to the local sergeant.
Maybe.
Thanks for trying.
I ran into Logan, as a matter of fact. I took a wrong turn somewhere, ended up getting bogged. Of all people, he showed up and got me out with his Range Rover. What's wrong?
Nothing. No. No, thanks very much, anyway, for going to all that trouble.
No worries.
I'm going to get you, George. If it's the last thing I do.
Thanks, Julie. Is it all right by you if you take Fields to the coroner's court?
Yeah, sure.
Thought it might be.
Afternoon. I'm representing Miss Fields. Can I see her, please?
Just sign in, I'll take you through.
Anybody want to bet on tonight's dogs?
No. I'm saving up to give Fergo a present. Much nicer than paying her in cash, don't you reckon?
Just hand over your money if you're interested.
Bugger off, you. You cleaned us all out to Savo.
Well, if you haven't got any cash, Lizzie, we ain't betting on credit.
The sooner I go before that parole board, the better.
Well, listen, if yous want to bet, there's only one place you can go, and that's to me. And B can't stop it either.
Jude giving you all the dirty work, has she?
I was just trying to get the hang of the books.
Yeah, well, I thought you might like a cup of coffee. Not interrupting him, am I?
No. Have a seat. I thought the house was having to scrape a bit.
Yeah, it is.
Doesn't look like it by the crockery.
Well, like I said, people are being real generous.
Yeah, we'd be better off with an urn in this place. That little pot must have cost a bit.
Oh, yeah, I just remembered. That's the one I got, see? When the guys wrecked the place last week, I got 'em all to chip in and I got this for Jude. Classy, innit?
Yeah.
What do you think, Mr. Williamson?
If your story's true, then you're probably right in assuming that Logan's pulled an insurance job. But that's almost impossible to prove.
Yes, well, he's not past working the odd shady deal or two. And seeing that the business was in trouble, the fire was probably the only way out.
Can you think of anything at all that would help convict him?
No. No, nothing.
Well, there's certainly not enough evidence for the police to pin it on you. You've been straightforward enough about borrowing the money, and the fact you've done it before and returned every cent will work in your favour, if we can prove it.
Well, I've got bank statements.
Great, great. I'll get copies of those. You should only get convicted on the stealing charge and being a first offence. Well, you should only get a fine or a bond.
Oh, thanks. I feel so much better about tomorrow now.
Sorry I couldn't do more to help. All I managed to do was get the car bogged.
Oh, not to worry. Mr. Williamson's sure I'll be acquitted on the arson and murder charges anyway.
I'm glad you're not going to be a long-term prisoner. Maybe we could see each other when you get out.
Is that sort of thing allowed?
Of course.
Oh, well, I've got more than one thing to look forward to then, haven't I?
We've already got a date lined up, as a matter of fact. I'm taking you to the coroner's court tomorrow.
Oh, good.
Hello. Oh, I'm sorry I'm late. I think in future when I say I'll be home for lunch, you can expect me for dinner. I had just a couple of appointments. It took me all bloody day.
Get everything fixed up?
Yeah.
Ah, bugger it.
Has she been causing disasters all day?
Worse. She sold some stuff in the shop.
I told her not to do that. This is a small fortune.
Can you think of any of the stock that'd bring in that sort of money?
Only if she doubled the price on everything.
I know you've been getting stuff from all over the place, but there's an awful lot of new gear around.
Yeah, well,
Do you know?
she's buying a lot of presents and stuff lately, but she said that was because of the boys. What are you driving at?
Well, I might be wrong. I hope I am, but I think she's been pinching it.
You might be right, too. I've had suspicions. I've been so damn busy, I haven't had time to watch her.
Do you want me to have a look around?
Yeah, I'll talk to her.
G'day, Jude.
Maxine, I'd like to speak with you. Could you sit down, please?
Yeah?
You've been buying a lot of things for the house lately.
Yeah, I told you I wanted to.
Well, it was generous of you. Very generous. I'm just wondering how you afforded it all when you don't have a job.
Like I said, the guys chipped in.
Maxine, is that stuff hot?
Only a bit.
Only a bit.
Oh, well, Jude, you're so sure.
We will get things. I will buy them.
Judy, I think you better have a look upstairs.
Oh, Max, where did you get all this stuff from?
I don't know. Around?
I mean, don't you realize if the cops find this, they could close this whole place down?
Oh, they won't.
I could go to jail. I mean, what were you thinking of?
Is this part of what you sold today?
Well,
just tell me it's not, huh?
Sorry, Jude.
I know what we're going to do. We'll have to get rid of it. I mean, we'll have to get rid of it or we'll get busted.
Where?
I don't care where. You just get rid of it, the lot of it. Not going back to jail for you, mate. Not for you or anyone.
Not coming down the rec room to join the others?
No.
Oh, can't blame you. Don't get a minute's peace around here. The freak's got Quinn and that thug Paddy pressuring everybody to put bets on the horses and dogs. I don't mind a bit of a bet myself, but bugger if I'm going to let her have my money. Hey, you and her came in here together, didn't you? Are you mates?
No, I'm not.
Oh, that's good. You just stick with B.
I don't plan to be in here long enough to take sides.
Oh. Your solicitor reckon you got a good chance, does he? I'm gonna be out of here too soon.
How long have you been in here?
Too long. And I just can't wait for the chance to go through those gates. When I first came in here, from the old jail, it was just like moving into a hotel. Hadn't been here long when I knew every brick in the joint. And I'll never forget the day we found the cellars.
I got rid of most of it, Jude. Do you mind if I take the rest tomorrow?
Yes, I do. What if the police come?
Look, first thing tomorrow, I promise, okay? Look, there's not much room left now, and I'm going to have to wait till they empty the bins at the...
Don't tell me where you're going to empty the bins at. I don't want to know that.
Well, I'm sorry, okay? I just wanted to help.
Maxine, you can't go around stealing all the time. You're going to end up back in jail. It's going to defeat the whole purpose of the halfway house.
I guess so. Anyway, I won't do it again.
I hope not.
Well, I'm whacked. See you tomorrow.
Good night.
You nervous?
Shouldn't take too long. Just answer all the questions as you did with me yesterday.
There's Logan now.
I think he's recognized you. I wonder if he would have pulled you out of the mud if he knew who you were.
Yes, I had borrowed money from the safe before, without Mr. Logan's knowledge or permission, and always returned it.
And on the night you entered the premises to borrow money again, did you set fire to the factory?
No.
Was the building already on fire?
No, it wasn't.
And were you anywhere near the containers of chemicals used to start the fire?
No. I only went into the office.
Thank you, Miss Fields. Your Worship, we have heard from expert witnesses that the fire which led to the death of Frederick Harris was started with ethylene solvents. This chemical was stored in 20-litre containers. Now, it is inescapably true that my client, Miss Fields, is physically incapable of lifting or opening these containers, and yet such an action was necessary in order to start the fire. We have proved that my client acted without an accomplice. I respectfully suggest, therefore, that the only conclusion this court can reach is that my client did not cause the fire at the Logan factory, and therefore there is insufficient prima facie evidence to warrant charges of arson and murder, or an alternative charge of manslaughter.
In relation to the fire at George Logan Footwear Proprietary Limited, I conclude that the fire was as the result of a chemical explosion and was started by persons unknown. I also find that the night watchman perished in the course of the fire. Now, I feel there is insufficient evidence to enable me to establish a prima facie charge of murder against Miss Barbara Fields. The forensic evidence presented to this court in relation to Barbara Fields is, I find, inconclusive and insufficient to warrant me recommending to the Attorney General that she be charged with murder. It is now up to the Attorney General to charge Miss Fields with break, enter, and steal.
Well, that wasn't such a bad result.
Thanks. Will I see you again before the trial?
Oh, yes, I'll be in touch. I'll see you later.
Been nice knowing you.
Excuse me, miss.
You come to empty the bin or something?
No, I've come to see what you're putting into it. This teapot looks brand new. What else have you got in there?
Bugger off, mate, or I'll brain you.
A police officer. Would you come with me, please?
What are you doing in here?
Oh, no, Lizzie, I feel a bit crook. I think I must have a stomach ulcer or something.
You all right this morning? This parole business getting you down, is it?
I haven't been able to think about anything else.
Same here.
I never thought I was ever going to get out, Lizzie.
Everything will be all right.
Oh, you know how it is. You sort of make yourself get used to being in here. Your friends, family stop coming to see you. It's almost as if it doesn't exist on the outside. In a funny sort of way. But it's there, Lizzie. It is there. 3 months and I could be out. Except for that bastard Ferguson.
Now, you listen to me, Ben. Stop getting yourself in a knot, do you hear? You just play Ferguson the way you always have and everything's gonna be all right.
12 years I've been in here, Lizzie. 12 years of fighting and humiliation and bed screws and food you wouldn't feed to a dog and being surrounded by scum. 12 years. And all I want to do is get out and be normal. Just get up in the morning and cook some like breakfast and be normal. And that bitch Ferguson is trying to take it away from me.
Oh. Oh.
He used to give me roses. I wish he could again. But that was on the outside, and things were different then. On the inside, the sun still shines, and the rain falls down. But the sun and rain are prisoners too when morning comes around. Last night I dreamed we were together, sharing all the love we'd known, till I had to face the nightmare of waking up alone. On the inside the roses grow, they don't mind the stony ground, but the roses here are prisoners too when morning comes around.